Hello everybody, I hope you're okay. So this week we're going to be doing some athletics and we're going to be focusing on throwing. Okay, so the first part we're just going to do a warm up. So we're going to make sure we're getting your heart rate nice and warm and your body nice and warm. So all we need is two markers. So I've got 2 cones. You might want to use 2 household objects, so maybe 2 tins. And all you're going to do first is just walk in, just get your body nice and warm, tap your cone and then walk back. Okay, so just do 2 of these, get yourself nice and warm. Now we're just going to get into a gentle jog, okay? So just for about 30 seconds, just some shuffle runs, just tap, and then come back, tap, and just keep going for about 30 seconds. Once you've done that, we're just going to warm up your arms, so just arm circles going backwards as you're walking. Then you can change to forwards as you're walking. Also changing to going smaller, backwards, and if you can, one hand going forwards, one hand going backwards while walking, which is quite difficult. Now just to make sure that heart rate is nice and high, we're just going to do some high knees, and then walk back. Another set, and walk back. Heel flick, so you just kick your legs up to your bolster. Walk back. And then walk back. The next bit, you're going to need a bean bag, or if you have got a pair of socks. Leave one of your cones or your household object as a starting block, and then all you want to do is just put the other 2 out. Your aim is going to be to throw the bean bag between each set of cones. Now you might have somebody who you can challenge against at home, okay, so you can see who can do it the quickest. So first one, we're just going to try and get between the yellow and the orange. Then we can go between the orange and the green. And then if you can, we're going to go past the green this time. You can set that up as a challenge, so you can maybe see who can get the most points. So between the first 2 could be 1, the second 2, and then the last one 3, and you can have 5 throws each and see who gets the most. Just a bit of a warm up to get us throwing. Hope you've enjoyed your warm up part. So the first throw we're going to look at is the shot put, okay? Now most of you at home will not have a shot put, okay, or at school. So the best thing to use is probably going to be a tennis ball. If you've not got a tennis ball, any form of ball that's not too big, or a rolled up pair of socks or gloves will do absolutely fine as well. So what we're doing now is we're going to focus on the shot put technique, okay? So the easiest way to remember how to hold the shot put, usually the shot putters, to make sure it doesn't slip out of their hands, cover it in some like dust, and the easiest way to remember that is they hold it in their fingers so their hands end up dirty from the dust and their palms are clean. Okay, so it's a big gap, so you're holding it in your fingertips and a big gap between your palm. The next is your shot put is into your neck, so when you throw, the shot put must be released from your neck. If you go like this and throw forwards out of your neck, it won't count, so it must be released from your neck. Your elbow is in line with your shoulder. You're leaning back on your back leg, and then as you push forward, your weight's transferring to your front leg, okay? And your hip is turning to create that power. So all we're going to do first is focusing on those things. So shot put in our neck, elbow in line with our shoulder, weight transferring from our back foot to our front foot. We're just going to have a practice throw. So we're just going to lean back and you're just going to throw as far as you can. Your score will be marked from wherever the shot put lands first. Okay, as you can see, to set yourself a challenge, I've got the cones out, so I've got yellow, orange and green. You can give yourself points, you can make it up, but for example between the yellow and the orange could be 1, orange and green 2, past the green could be 5 points. You could also, if you're lucky enough, you've got a tape measure, you could get a tape measure out and mark from your throwing line to wherever it lands and see how far we go. I'm just going to show you one more time that shot put technique. So the shot put in our fingertips, not holding down our palm, into our neck, elbow in line with your shoulder, leaning back your weight on your back foot, arm out, and you'll push as far as you can go. Best of luck with that one. So the next throw we're going to focus on is the javelin. So usually when we have the javelin, you might have seen people throwing it. So it's a really, really long stick that they hold in their hand nice and straight, and they're going to throw. Now, alternative, beanbag, tennis ball, or even a pair of socks, okay? But it's really hard, but you've got to imagine it's a long stick. So I'm going to hold my beanbag out, opposite arm and opposite leg. I'm standing sideways and my arm is straight. Opposite arm is going to use your target, and as I lean back, I'm transferring my weight forward, and I'm going to have really powerful hips to push my beanbag, aka my javelin, as far as possible. So my arm's straight and it's going to come right past my ear and forward. Okay, so I'll just show you now. So arm straight, it's going to go right past my ear and forward as far as you can go. So quite similar to last time, we can set up our 3 cones and set yourselves a challenge. You're probably going to want to put them further than your shot put was, or if you've got a tape measure, you can measure as far as possible again. If you have got a javelin, you can use the javelin. So I'm just going to show you the technique once more. So arm is out straight, it's going to come past your ear, remember? Leaning back, nice powerful hips as we turn. Okay, so lean back and as far as you can. Best of luck with that one. And just to finish off with today, after all your hard work, we're going to finish off with a cool down just to get our heart rate back down, okay, and stretch up our muscles. So just using 2 cones or 2 household objects, the first thing we're going to do is just walk it nice and gently, swinging your arms. So you can just do a few laps of that. Now we're going to stretch our arms, okay? So you're going to bring your arm across and you're going to hook it and pull. And you're going to switch arms. Next one, you're going to go for an upside down V shape and pull. And swap arms. Arms are going to be up and we're going to pull down, nice big stretch. One more time, arms up and pull down, nice big stretch. Thank you everybody, and I hope you enjoyed today's session.